Hey there, thanks for joining me today. This is Laura Lynn with KeepInking.com. I'm an independent demonstrator for Stampin' Up! In San Antonio, Texas. And today I wanted to share how I make the stand for my calendars. I've been making several of these calendars to sell at my fall vendor fairs, and I've been posting them on my social media, and I've gotten quite a lot of comments on them, so I thought it'd be a good idea to make a video on how to make them. I'm not going to actually show you how to decorate them. You can decorate them however you choose. I will show you several samples at the end of this video, but today I just wanted to share how to make the stand part so it can stand up nicely on a desk or a table. So that's what I'm going to show you today. So if you're interested in where I got the calendars, these are really nice rip tear off calendars, and I get mine from Tailored Expressions. I'll show this right here. These are the 2019 mini tear off calendars, a set of 10 for I believe $3. So they're not very expensive at all, and they get them at tailoredexpressions.com. I believe that you can get them elsewhere like Amazon and such, but this happens to be where I get mine, so I thought I wanted to pass that along to you. All right, so normally when I make my calendars, I use a standard A2 size card. So this is a half of a sheet of cardstock. This is 4 1/4 by 11 inches, and I've scored it at 5 1/2. So I'm going to go ahead and burnish my score line. So that creates my card base. And now I decorate this when it's nice and flat before I add my stand. I mean, this stands up nicely by itself like this because this happens to be thick Whisper White cardstock. And I do like to use the thick Whisper White for my calendars because they will stand up more over time. But if you don't put a stand on it, the longer it sits on a table, the chances are it'll flatten out. So I do want to add a stand. So to make this, I'm going to put this aside. To make the stand, you need a piece of cardstock that is 4 inches by 4 inches. It can be any dimension. It can be 4 inches by anything less than 4 1/4. Whatever will fit inside of this folded card. So to make the stand, with this 4 inches by 4 inches piece, I'm going to bring in my Simply Scored scoring board. And I am going to score at 1/2 inch, 2 inches, and 3 1/2 inches. Okay, I'm going to put my board aside. And I like to start by scoring the middle, the 2 inches first, and then I'm going to fold the other direction on the 1/2 inch part. So I have like an accordion fold. So there you have your little stand. And then all you need to do is adhere this stand into your card. Now, once again, you need to decorate this first before you put the stand on. One time, I thought I was being smart, and I attached my stand ahead of time thinking, oh, I'll just get around to decorating it later. Well, then I wanted to add ribbon, and it was really awkward to try to fish through the ribbon and decorate it. So I suggest that you do all the decorating while your card is nice and flat, and then add your stand. To add your stand, you can use your adhesive of choice. I'm going to use the Tombow Mono Multi-Liquid Glue. It just happens to be my choice of adhesive these days. So I'm going to put just a little bit of glue, doesn't take much. And then I'm going to glue that on the inside of the card. You can see here that as long as it's within the 4 1/4 inches, it'll line up just fine. I go to the edge, maybe not exactly to the edge, just a little bit inside. I'm going to adhere that really well, and then I'll fold this down and glue the other side. Again, I'll just put a little bit glue, doesn't need a whole lot. Stick that down and fold my card over and press. Give that a couple of seconds to adhere, and there you have your stand. It's all nice and sturdy, and it won't flatten over time because the stand will prevent it from flattening more than that. So it'll stand up for hopefully throughout the entire year that you need your calendar. It'll hold up nicely. So that is how you make the stand. I thought I'd go ahead and show you the samples again that I have made recently. This one is my favorite. I have used a little bit of retired product on here because I like to use what I have. I like to shop my own store first before I go out and purchase more. This image right here, though, is from a current stamp set, the Colorful Seasons stamp set, and then I have the stitched shapes, the oval, which I love. I use those all the time, as well as the layering ovals for the cute little scalp around there. And you notice that I did come above the card, so this won't fit in an envelope, but I think it's okay to have it sticking above, and it makes a nice little a little statement there. I've got some retired crinkled ribbon there. I've got some retired DSP and the retired strawberry stamp and punch there. This scallop is from the seasonal layers die, so that is current. And I'm not sure if you can see this here, but I used the Subtles embossing folder in the back. It adds a little bit of texture. I just think it's a nice touch. So I think that's like the first one I made. And then this one is, again, using some retired DSP, the stitched shapes framelits again, and the layering circles this time. I used some navy baker's twine and our clear faceted gems. Again, I used the scallop and that Subtles embossing folder. I just think that adds a nice touch. I actually made 2 of these, one with a scallop on either side. I think both are cute. And then I think this one is my favorite. It's so nice, bright and cheery. I love these colors. They're retired colors. This is the Peekaboo Peach, which is retired. This sentiment, though, comes from the Colorful Seasons again. And anyway, I think this is a nice, bright, colorful look that would be really nice to look at every day on your desk, which is nice. Then I have a couple of these that I made quite some time ago using the large numbers framelits and just some black and white with a little bit of color. This one has a little bit of Wink of Stella on it to give it some shimmer. You also use the black shimmer ribbon, which is really nice. And then I have a few more. This one does not have the Wink of Stella. And then I have the pink on there. So you can do your favorite colors with the numbers, although these numbered dies are also sadly retired. I was so sad to see those go. But again, all of these stand up on your desk just nicely. And so there you have it. Those are some of the samples that I've been making recently to sell at my vendor craft fairs this fall. So I hope you found this video helpful on making the stand for your calendars. And you can do that for any card. It doesn't have to be a calendar, but anyway, I hope you found this helpful. And again, the calendars, I get them from Tailored Expressions. Okay, so thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.